Hi, I'm Sarah. Welcome to Thrills and Kills Booktube, where we talk about everything dark and spooky. We are already in October. It's hard to believe. So I wanted to talk about my fun Halloween-themed readathon plans I have for this month. Since I'm a mood reader, I'm terrible at following a TBR plan and sticking to it. I did a video the other day about that and basically my pile of books that I would like to get to, but in no particular order. However, I am in a book club, so there are 2 books I was already planning to read for October. And then I came across this really fun readathon. I don't usually participate, but this one was really fun in that it's only going to be on the weekends and there's an activity and a photo prompt. So this is the Halloweekend readathon. This is hosted by Erin Megan, Riveting Reads, Books with Lexi, Michelle's Library, and Extreme Katrine. I'll have everyone tagged down below so you can go check out their channels and find them. It's going to be posted over on Instagram. All the details are over there and their prompts. But the fun thing about this is they'll also be doing reading sprints. So this will be every Thursday to Sunday afternoon, starting at the very first weekend of October and going through Halloween. Each weekend, one of the hosts will be hosting a reading sprint on their YouTube page. At the end of the month, on the 29th, there's even going to be a slumber party live on their YouTube channel. There are 5 main reading prompts, and then like I said, there are also activity prompts and photo prompts. So ideally you would do one of the 3 each weekend in Halloween. I'm not organized. It's gonna be enough if I can just read the books, so we'll see, but let's get into it and I'll show you what I'm planning to do for all of these prompts. The first prompt is to pick a book that's one of the hosts' favorites. Now they had posted a few favorites from each of them, and I saw in there, one of them was Slewfoot. In my spooky season reading plans video, I explained how I'm already planning to get to this at some point in the month of October. So to make it easy on myself, I thought, let me just pull as much as I can from that pile, or even if my book club picks will fit, because I'm certainly not going to be adding any additional books to my list for the month of October. Very excited. This is Slewfoot by Bourbon. I've never read it. I'm very behind the times on that. And he has some very, very beautiful illustrations in here. Can't wait to get to that one. The second prompt is to read a book with Halloween in the title. Well, I was already planning on Halloween itself to read Ray Bradbury's The Halloween Tree. I've never read any Ray Bradbury, so I'm a very bad horror fan, but it's nice and short. I thought that this would make a great read for Halloween, and it fits one of the prompts perfectly for the readathon, so look at that. Next, we have pick a book that is genre blending, and so I think this will fit based on what I know about this book. I could be wrong. And that is Jennifer McMahon's The Children on the Hill. And everything I've read makes me think that this is a bit sci-fi, thriller, horror, kind of a blend between all of that. And it's a bit of, I don't know if you could say full-on retelling or if it just draws inspiration from Frankenstein. And I love Frankenstein. What a great book to read on Halloween or during the Halloween season. So I'm excited to get to that. And this was already part of my spooky season reading plans. So I'm not adding any additional books. These 3 were already part of those plans. If you want to see everything else I'm hoping to get to, I'll have the video information down below. You can go check that out. And the last 2 books, they are on my Kindle, so I will have to pop up the pictures here. We've got Dark Harvest and Gallows Hill. 2 books I'm already planning to read for my book club that I host, the Dark and Twisty Book Club. I'll have the information linked down below for you. We're doing 2 books in the month of October. We chose a short book and a full-length novel, so different reading styles, time commitments, etc. Everyone in the club would have something that they could stick to. We've got the prompt Halloween vibes, so I'm going with Dark Harvest for that one. There's a pumpkin dude on the cover. Come on, I mean, this is about as Halloween vibes as you can get. And then the last prompt is to pick a book from your favorite subgenre of horror, and mine is haunted houses or hauntings in general. Gallows Hill by Darcy Coates fits that prompt perfectly. This is about a haunted vineyard and a family-owned vineyard that was built upon a hill where criminals were publicly executed, hence the name Gallows Hill. This will be my first Darcy Coates book. I'm looking forward to it. So what a fun way to get into it with a readathon and a book club. And then there's 5 activity prompts, so I think I can get to a few of these. I will certainly try to attend or watch one of the reading sprints. There's 5 opportunities for that. We'll see. And then the other 2 that I know I can get to is watch your favorite horror movie and then favorite fall activity. So there's a lot of movies I'm hoping to get to this month. I actually was joking with my husband, I need to just take PTO all month to be able to watch everything. And so my favorite horror movie is the original Halloween. I'm planning on rewatching that here coming up ahead of Halloween ends. Very excited for that to come out. And then we've got favorite fall activity. Mine is baking. I live in the southeast. It's very hot and humid here, and only in the last few days has the temperature started to drop a little bit. And I don't like to bake when it's so hot. I make my own flour. I buy the whole grains and I mill it and make my own flour right then and there when I'm ready to bake. Do everything from scratch. I used to have chickens. I used to even have my own eggs. Now I have to get them from my neighbor. So when I bake, it's a whole thing. It's a whole ordeal. So that's why I like to save it for the cooler weather and when I've got a weekend set aside. So we're safe. We're not going to be impacted by this hurricane, but we are going to get a lot of rain. So my plan for this weekend would be Friday night, Hocus Pocus 2. I'm going to watch that. And then maybe I'll read Slewfoot over the weekend. That's witchy. And then I'll do some holiday fall baking. And I'm thinking about doing either pumpkin muffins and or bourbon brownies that I make from scratch. So that'll be my first attempt at the prompts. That's everything I know about the Halloweekend readathon, activity prompts and photo prompts, and I'm hoping I can stick to it. We'll see. I try to make it as easy on myself as possible by going with books I was already trying to get to for this month. I am so excited for all the good movies coming out soon, especially Hocus Pocus 2. We just upgraded our surround sound. We have almost as nice as a system as you can get by going to the movie theaters. I'm super excited to watch that this weekend and eat all the good fall baked goods and start reading my spooky books. So that's all I've got for you guys. Let me know in the comments if you are also going to be partaking in the Halloweekend readathon, any of the reading sprints, any of the activities. What are you going to do for those activities? I'd love to know what your favorite fall activity is if you've chosen that one as well. I'll check back in at the end of the month and let you know how successful or not I was. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to stick to it. So I'll just give it a good attempt and I'll have to be happy with that. My links where you can find me on other social media are down below, as well as the link to my book club. We'd love to have you. Thank you so much for watching and stay spooky, guys.